Welcome to Learandi lessons about how to use OpenGL in Java, and this is lesson number 14. Here I will show you how to use the 3D Studio Max, how to create objects, export them, and import into a 4D engine. Why 4D? Because it is also a 3D engine with time, so it is possible to create animation, set a keyframes, and to make static world dynamic. It is preferred to watch this video on Facebook in a high quality resolution of 720p, and you can join me on my Facebook group. So this is page facebook.com/groups/Learandi. So you can ask questions there, can get additional source code. In previous lessons, I showed you how to create objects in 3D space. This is a simple object cube. How to deal with vertices and faces. How to apply materials, textures. You see that cube has a texture Garfield, a cat. How to make object transparent like this big one, and you can see size of small object via its faces. How to rotate these cubes with different angles individually, and how to zoom inside them, move them, and so on. In this lesson and in next lessons, I will show how to use a more complicated sense, how to use 3D Studio Max. Let's open it now. You should see this is a 3D Studio Max IDE. This development environment, modeling environment, and animation tool is originally created for modelers and animators. This object posher created and can be exported into Cayenne 3ds format. This 3ds format will include all its vertices, all its faces, materials, so on. So let's now close this, and now I will show you what will be result of this import process. So you see that this is a Java application, and this is an object which has been imported. Why it is black? Because it has not been assigned with materials yet. It will be done further, because I needed to show you how to make a basic steps, how to create vertices, faces, and only after that we will use lighting, we will use cameras, we will use textures, we will color this object with different textures. Also, using my 3D engine, you can import other objects. You can download them from internet and import them, like this one, for example. This is a Golden Gate 3ds object. You can rotate it using different angles. You can zoom inside it. Yeah, you can move it. Okay, so again rotate. So you see that when you are rotating, here are clipping planes. One of them is in front of you, and the other is behind on the left side and top sides of this. So you can load different models which you have already created in other modeling tools like 3D Studio, like in Maya, Blender, Lightwave, and so on. Yeah. Let me show you which steps we need to take to achieve this result. First of all, I showed you in the previous lessons that you see that there is a website archive for 3D.net where you can download these objects for free and to use them in your application. So to use them in Java. So this is a 3ds created models. You can select a type of object you need to download, and after that to choose exact object. So this is archive 3D.net. So also in the previous lessons I showed you how to use a JIT software to this is a revision control system and how to use it to extract latest versions of files from a repository. I was talking about joggle utils. So we have successfully extracted them, and we downloaded these files. So the most important is that here there are 7 Java files which takes care about how to pass, how to create these 3ds files, how to scan them, to load their vertices, faces into the memory. So these joggle 3ds Java files to take care about all this process. So first of all, let me show you steps. First, you need to create a 3ds object. 3ds object in 3ds Studio Max, Maya, Blender, and so on. And so on. After that, you need to download Java files, joggle utils, and use them to load a 3ds object from file into the memory. Okay. Just only 3ds format. Not max, object, etc. Yeah? Because you know that there are a lot of formats of how to store information in files, and when we are talking about 3ds objects, there are also max formats, Blender formats, and Maya formats. Okay. After that, you have uploaded them to the memory. You need to draw figures in OpenGL. Also, you need to move objects, and you need to the center, to the world center. And what is more important is you need to scale objects, because in Maya, cause dimensions in Max, Maya may be greater when you may be greater, but you need to increase sizes. So let's see what does my 4D engine do for us. So this from this to this step, oh sorry, step 3, 4 and 5 is where 4D engine works. So it must first of all work fastly, occupy small memory space to store objects, and of course it must be powerful. Animation, some morphing, melt, lights, and so on, effects. Okay, so let me show you how to create this 4D engine. So first of all, let's open Eclipse. You see, let's explore what are these joggle util files, because you will find out these files, but there are no examples how to use them. There are no examples how to load objects, and I need to share with you additional information how to do this. First of all, the most easiest and the most simplest files are object, which contains number of vertices, number of faces, and does the face have vertices, does it have textures. It also contains an arrays of normals, faces, and so on. This is additional field which I have added here because there are bugs in these files, and I need also to take into account how to deal with the broken vertices. So there is also another file, vector3, which contains 3 fields x, y, and z. You see that these files, vertices, objects, model 3ds, loader, chunk were created, have been created by Greg Rogers. So they all are saved into joggle utils, and you can also see that there is a face here, chunk here. These files are very simple, but there are big files like model 3ds. Let me update this. Model 3ds, also created by Greg Rogers. So material 3ds, small one, and another big one is loader 3ds from joggle utils. It takes care about 3ds format. You see here that it loads object vertices, faces, materials, and others. So these files are from joggle utils. You can download them using cheat. And using them, it is able to load 3ds object into the memory. But after that, after we have done step number 2, we need to draw features, move objects, scale objects. These 3 steps are important. That is why I created Java classes to do this work. So you see that this is lesson number 14. I use Joggle utils and I created classes, debug for print, utils, utils3d, main, and render. So you see some information about me here, and you see that debug file do some logic stuff about, and it is used to debug information. For example, let's start this application, see how it works. Oh, not this one, sorry, this is from our lesson 12, and I need to open main Java. Yeah, you see that now debug process has been started. You see that it was loading a module. Now it has successfully loaded it. It's a Porsche. So what is this debug information? You see that here we are load module. After that we prepare module. What we need to do is to move, scale it. You see values after scale, you see values before scale. Yeah. And after that we draw it. So also I show you the number of objects in this file. So let's debug, do this logic. After that I created a file Java utils which has two methods, get current method name and get current line. This class is used in debug class to log where we are. You see that we log the current method name and current line. So you see this information here. Started method run lesson 14 utils3ds, load and prepare module. This is a method names and the line number. Let's go to the third file. I have created it to show from which objects, from which fields you can extract data. So because 3ds format is really complex, I created some methods about how to show vertices, how to show faces, how to show materials. So this information can be debugged. For example, let's use one of these functions like show vertices. Yeah, you see that our model consists only for one object, number of objects, and I can use a cycle like this. Let me copy this. I can use a cycle or get number of objects, and after that I can debug. So here I use this debug Java, my own class, and I use for print Java, also my own class, and its material method, which return me a string. I use it here. After that I use a get material method from model. This is also let's get material model is from model 3ds class, and I get material ID for it. So if I will start this now, I will receive in a debug window all this information. So you see here is one material with name Vitroid, with color and other parameters. So if I want to debug not a material but vertices, I need to use P object vertices. Here I need to P object vertices. Here I need to use a specified object like model, get object with index, and I need to use it here. Yeah, is it? Okay. So now we're drawing a model. Okay. Something I need to do is I for print P object vertices get object. Okay. You see what that here we have a cycle search for all vertices in our array. You see here the result. Vertex number is about 18,000. So you see their coordinates. So there are a lot of faces, a lot of points in our KN model. Okay. So this is a for-print Java class, which returns in a string information about what are these vertices, what are these materials. You see that I created this cycle after I load and prepare model. For example, if I want to see exactly what are the values stored in this 3ds file, then I need to use another technique like utils load. Let me check. There's another file load which I have is already created. Its name is utils 3ds, and here you see that there's a load and prepare model method which creates a loader for us, and after that it loads and prepare model. So we can copy paste it from here to here, and we will use utils 3ds, my own file, to load this. Okay, prepare model, and this prepare model I need to move after the cycle because I want to show you which vertex values are in this file. You see these values has been optimized after engine. My 3D engine has done some stuff for you, and if I will start this application now, prepare model, something wrong, okay? It's wrong. So using this before a prepare model, you can see which values are in this 3ds object. So yeah, there was a little bit delay because a lot of vertices. You see their values here. So x is equal to 18, 90, and so on, but our OpenGL 3D cube is from -1 to 1 for each axis. So that is why we need to scale it. So let me undo these changes. Okay, so you see this is very simple how to use this engine. So in this engine I also created a utils 3ds Java class which takes care about how to load textures from file, all textures, how to prepare model. These methods we use now, and you see that the prepare model consists of some steps about how to move, how to calculate max and min values and scale ratio and so on, how to scale objects, how move objects, get min max, and so on. Okay, after I created this file, I created a render file which also consists of methods, and these methods takes these vertices and faces and draw them on OpenGL space. Okay. And also we have a main method which consists of two methods: get file name, here I return a car and also about of method main. Using this created a 3D engine using these files, it is very possible, very easy to load a model, because I'm using only one method, load and prepare model, and after that I create the render and show it with a parameter model 3ds format. So, for example, in my engine I can change file name to, for example, dinosaur, compile it again. You see now that I've loaded dinosaur to the OpenGL space. Here are some stones at the bottom of the ground. So using this technique, you can load many objects. For example, using this technique, you can load not only one, you can load 2, 3, and so on objects to create your own 3D space. And this 3D space will contain all of them. You can do rotation things, you can do scale movements, and in the future lessons I show you how to use lights, how to use animation, how to set a keyframe, so how to empower this engine which I have created with animation things, and how to use effects like morphing. Morphing is how to do cool things. For example, you can change some object to another. For example, you can change a bird into the car, or you can change a car to the tree. So this is a morphing process. Also, there is another cool effect like melt. You know that Terminator 2 movie has a part when Terminator melt from the ground. So you can create all of these. If you I use a 4D engine which takes care about animation, and in the future lessons I will show you how to do this. Okay, you can join me on Facebook /group/Learandi, and you can find the source code, some source code files there, and you can ask me questions. So that is all. This lesson was really complex.